I'm sleeping in bed right now.
And what am I supposed to do with this information?
I wanted to say hi. What time it is in France?
It's 11 p.m.
How do you say that in French?
23 heures.
Because we don't eat like... you know, like, today there's the show, right? And like, right now.
Wait, no. What did you say? I can't understand.
There's the show you're always missing every Tuesday and Thursday. You managed to miss your own show.
Well, if you hear that, that means he's awake.
Go.
What's up, everybody? And welcome to twitch.tv/onlyhitus. Welcome to the greatest podcast in the world, the weirdest debate show in the universe /world/epic muffins. And we are apparently doing face cams today, so that's funny.
We all have
fun.
face cam. That's the first show with everyone with a face cam.
Yay. But so today we are doing what is our topic for today, George? Do you recall?
I actually forgot. What is it? Wait, I don't actually remember.
Did you really forget?
It's not the house one.
Are you kidding, George?
What?
There is a protocol here. Okay. So everybody, we're going to let you pick between two possible topics. Okay, so here is what we are debating. We'll let you guys pick. You guys can choose which one. What was that? Okay, you guys can pick which one you want. We have two options. Okay. Oh, this episode is brought to you guys by.
What is it? Brought to you by
Lay's.
What is it today?
Pickle chips. The number one chip made with pickle flavor. It is delicious. I highly recommend them. So we'll set this right over here. Wait, right about there. That's good. And okay, you know it's there. You know it's there. Okay. Anyway, we're brought to you by Pickle Chips. So here we go. The topic, just for anyone who's new to the show, let me explain it really quick here. The show is, we're not actually sponsored by them. Just keep that in mind. That was a joke. The show is brought to you, let's continue.
Stop selling out, bad.
Stop.
He's stuck on this forever. That's over.
Here we go. So anyway, just for the record, remember this show is about us debating, semi-serious but clearly meme-worthy topics. We're just joking about them. We're not, we don't actually necessarily believe what we are saying in the debates. Our goal is to just debate and defend our point. So anything we say past this point is not necessarily what we actually believe. It's a fun debate show. Even if we say things that are joking or completely absurd, just keep that in mind. Anyway, here we go. So the topic for today, okay, we have a couple topics. We thought the theme, a fun theme to do would be a house theme. Okay. And we've got two topics. One is house windows, and the other would be house floors. And so we would have, yes, I haven't given myself a haircut yet. Don't judge me. But the other would be house floors. So you've got two topics you can vote from. We're going to let you guys in the Twitch chat decide. Do you guys want us to debate between these two topics, where one of us takes one side in regards to house floors and the other versus house windows? So here are the sides. In regards to house floors, it would be this. Houses may only have one floor. That means no basement, no second floor, versus houses must have at least 3 floors. Okay. And then that's one argument. So they cannot just have 1 floor or even 2. They have to have at least 3 floors. So basement, your main floor, and then the upper floor would count. Now, the other one is windows, okay? So you guys can. So alternatively, we can do this debate, and it's houses are not allowed to have any windows at all. No glass construction on the exterior of the house whatsoever. You must be entirely windowless, and you may only have doors that do not have windows or glass built into them. Now, the alternative side or the counter argument to that is no, houses must in fact be only windows, and you must have massive windows on every single wall of the house. Houses must be very, very, very see-through, and you cannot cover them up at all. No curtains, no blinds, windows everywhere. Okay? That would be the counter argument. So massive windows versus no windows. Okay? So what do you guys think? Which one of those two topics would you guys like us to debate today? Would you guys like us to debate the house floor number or the house window number? What do you guys think? Go ahead and vote in the comment section. Say either window. Actually, can you throw a poll up? A60
on Twitch. Yeah, just. Oh, look, someone just did it. Somebody just did it.
Yay. Awesome. All right, everybody go vote in that poll really quick. How are you doing today, George and A60? How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Doing acceptably, yes.
It's better when you're on time for the talk show, Bad.
Wow. Okay.
Not like the two latest Twix.
That is always late.
Look, a Bad Boy Halo is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
You can off now.
I highly doubt about this.
What do you mean you highly doubt about this? This is a statement of fact. There's nothing to doubt. Okay? Blasphemy. Don't mock me.
Wait, where is the poll? On Twitter or?
Oh, it's on Twitch, and it's house floors.
Where is it?
It's on Twitch, above the chat.
I said 83% house floors.
Okay, so wow, you got only 25 votes. Guys, click on the thing that says current poll, which topic, and vote for house windows or house floors.
About to end. Go, 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 go.
Hurry, go vote. Guys, come on. You got a couple seconds. Vote. Hurry. Above the chat.
The people are typing exclamation mark poll.
Oh my goodness.
I'm done with this chat.
Only 7 people voted. Remake the poll.
I can't believe this.
Do a chat poll instead. These muffins apparently couldn't see the poll right at the top of the chat. You're on mobile. Okay. Some people are on mobile.
I'm pretty sure it still shows up on mobile.
Oh, I don't know. They're whining about it. Okay. It's not my fault.
I mean, even with 37 votes, it should be okay. No?
Yeah, like only 5 people voted for the windows.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, but it's only 30 people voted. That's like.
Maybe your window idea just sucks.
Huh?
Your window idea sucks.
I thought the window idea was great.
Oh my god.
Okay. Here, just do a chat poll. Let's see what people think.
That's so annoying.
Chat polls are fun.
I have to do it live right now. Take my phone to put to FA code. That's why don't you do with 37 votes like every single people?
It's not good enough for Bad.
It's
okay. What were the options again? So window or floor? Okay. 1 for window, 2 for floor. Let's go. I can't really show it on the screen, but believe me or not, it's window or floor. 1 for window, 2 for floor. I'm gonna try to show it on screen. Okay. I'm definitely not gonna have enough time to put it on screen, I think. Or maybe... Here we go. No. Yes. Okay. It's in the middle of my face, but it works. You don't show it. You don't see it on that in George, but
I see it. I have the stream
I
up.
see it.
yeah.
So, it's a lot closer this time.
There we go. So it turns out the window voters just couldn't figure out how to vote.
The windows, they're just not as smart as the floors.
Yeah.
Oh, viva la revolution! I think the window one would be funnier. Just the idea of like having a house that just has.
You're just trying to
really
force people that have
transparent
glass
walls.
windows
I
everywhere.
He is
vote whatever you
definitely-
want.
I think this is
Wow,
something that you
okay.
want bad in real
Hey
life.
George, why are you having all those boxes in the background? Oh,
Wait,
What?
you can't even see them.
I saw them for a little bit.
Oh, hey, let me move my mic over here.
In the background.
No, you can't see them, right?
George, why do you live in a basement?
I live in. This is not in the basement.
You're sleeping in a basement right now. Those curtains
No.
are fake.
Oh, you can see
told me
loads
you
of
put them
boxes.
up.
Yeah, it's just a fake room. Oh, there's
told
loads
me-
of boxes over there as well.
You told me those curtains are fake.
I don't remember
well.
doing that.
Anyways, I think the
I'm sorry,
poll
guys.
is.
I'm just mad my window idea didn't get voted in.
it's
George is my favorite
40%.
person. I love him. All right, let's move on. I guess. All right.
Okay, I finished the poll and it's floors.
Wait, which one is the
let's
floors I
begin.
did?
What do you mean? What'd you say?
Like, what is the floors?
Okay,
Which one
so
is
the
that?
floor one is either A, one of us will say houses must only have one floor. They cannot have a basement. They cannot have 2 floors. They cannot have 3 floors. 1 floor maximum. The other argument is houses must have at least 3 floors. Audio is really delayed, apparently. Can you fix the audio delay?
I spend the whole day trying to do it, but when it's live, I can and it's 24/7. I can't really change anything, and my voice is probably even worse.
All right, guys, I'll do my best to help you. Okay. Okay. So here is. This will help a lot. Oh. There we go. Okay, so
Yeah,
here's
I'll just talk with this in front of my face, and then no one can tell
no, I was
what I'm
talking-
saying.
Yeah, that's the goal. The goal was to hide the mouth so they can't see that the audio is delayed.
Okay, I can maybe
just-
do something that might save it a bit. Okay, it might be better
Oh.
a bit.
Might be better a bit. You guys heard it. I'm just gonna hold up this coffee mug. That'll work. No, but
Except for my audio, because my audio is completely broken though.
your audio is broken. Okay, it made it worse, is what they're saying, but they could be trolling. Guys, just ignore how out of sync the audio is with what our lips are actually doing. Okay. Here we go. Oh my goodness.
We're just speaking in 3D, so it's like out of sync or something.
Just be quiet, George. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's actually worse.
Stop. Okay, we'll fix it in post, guys. Okay, here we go. Where were we? Okay.
Floors.
Oh yeah, floors. So the 2 arguments are houses can only have 1 floor, or houses have to have at least 3 floors. Okay. So George, heads or tails to be in favor of the 1 floor argument?
I'll have heads, I guess.
All right. So if Siri says heads, defending that houses must only have 1 floor and 3
Yes.
any more than 1
I love that
floor
idea so much.
is an abomination. If it lands on heads, or if it lands on tails, I have to defend that position. Okay, here we go. Hey Siri, flip a coin.
It's heads.
All right, George, looks like you're the 1 floor muffin. I'm the 3 floor muffin.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we are to clarify the position, we are each in favor of our opposing position, where I'm in favor of houses must have at minimum, they can have more, 3 floors. Basement, whatever, blah blah blah, upstairs, middle floor, whatever. At least 3. George is in favor of houses must have only one floor, no more, no less. All right. Or, well, no more. I guess you can't have less than one. Anyway. All right. You ready, George?
You just
want to
live
go
in the
first?
ground. You should go first. I want you to go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. I will argument. Here we go. Remember, guys, anything we say at this point on is not necessarily our actual opinions. We're just defending the points we were given. Okay, that's the way the show works. Here we go. My opponent, George, is an evil man.
What?
He is trying to limit houses to one floor, which is an abomination. Okay? 3 floors or more is the superior number of floors. It is the number of floors that guarantees safety and quality of life. Okay? For a multitude of reasons. Have you guys ever heard of tornadoes? Right? Of course you have. You're smart. Unlike George. Tornadoes happen. And guess what? When tornadoes happen, if people don't have places to go, basements to hide to, they get sucked up into tornadoes. And then they die. Do we want that to happen to people? No, we do not. Having one floor to a house is basically guaranteeing that people will be sucked up into tornadoes when tornadoes come into their area. Also, think of hurricanes or floods. Having multiple floors, like an upper floor you could go to, allows you to get up and escape the floodwaters in the event of an emergency where you need to be high up so you can be rescued so that you don't drown. Again, another advantage to multi-floored buildings. One floor is asking for death. Okay, you're inviting the Grim Reaper to come and take you away. This is why we need multiple floors. Houses should be mandated that they must have at least 3 floors so that we can protect everybody, because we don't want people to be harmed, and 3 floors will help keep people safe. Your turn, George.
Wow. Okay. So, okay, basically, we don't want houses to have more than one floor. It's just not necessary. Think about all the extra space that we will have available for more houses. If all houses were just one floor, like we can build houses on top of houses. Okay, there's so many people without homes, and if we if we limit houses to have one floor only, then we can build more houses and give them to people so that they can live in them. Basically, we need more houses, and by limiting the height of houses, we can build more on top of them. Isn't that a great idea, Bad? Are you against more houses for people? Do you like people being homeless? Bad?
You were in.
I'm just asking you a question.
Yes, I am in favor of more houses for people. Which
that's great. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's great. Thank you for agreeing with me. So basically, this is a great idea. We should just add more houses on top of existing houses. With current houses that are 3 floors high, it's just not really technically possible. Because like if you have a building that's too tall, then it just will topple over. The structural integrity is optimized for less than 3 floors. We just can't have more. Okay. It would just be too dangerous for the people living inside of these small houses that are really tall. Unless you plan on making these houses really big and wide, then it's like putting a really tall stick in the ground. It's just going to blow over, especially when your hurricanes come and your tornadoes. They're just going to blow the buildings over. Everyone's going to die. Everyone in my little one short high house, you're just not going to be able to get blown over. Like the wind isn't that strong to blow over something like that. So I think it's actually safer, more efficient, and better for people to live in if we have 1 floor. Simple.
Okay. Well, I think that is absurd. But let's begin the next part of the debate, which is the official debate part where we go at each other. Are you ready, George?
Sure, let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, first off, I think you are absolutely. 1 second.
Wow. Unprofessional.
Did you forget to go into mute mode?
Disgusting behavior, bad.
Wow.
Wait, is he on the phone?
I don't know. I think he did. Did he just answer?
He answered it, I think. Wait. I think he muted his mic. He
just answered it. Okay.
Alright, I guess we're gonna have to have the debate for now. What do you think about one story high houses versus 3 or more?
What? What did you say?
Sorry, guys. I had to make sure it wasn't an emergency. Forgive me.
Okay.
Again, sorry about that. And by the way, if you have to answer your phone because you have a potential emergency you need to address, that's totally fine. I understand. Anyway, thank you everybody in the audience for being patient with me. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, George, I think your policy is ridiculous. Okay, you really think that you will have more houses by doing 1 floor? Okay.
Yeah,
it's nonsense.
You can stack the houses on top of each other.
What do you think a stacked house is called? That's called a multi-storied house. Okay.
No.
You can already take a multi-storied house.
They wouldn't be linked.
No. You could take a multi-storied house, cut the floors up so that they're separated now, and just block off the entries, and congrats. I now have multiple houses stacked on top. My idea is superior to yours because in a case of an emergency, the people can still borrow each other's houses to go through if they needed to.
What do you mean borrow each other's houses?
You want to do like extra infrastructure to literally build houses on top of each other.
Well, I'm not necessarily saying that's going to happen, but we have the possibility of doing it if we want to. Because now, if the houses were only one floor, there'd be so much more real estate in the sky that we could utilize. Because you can't just make a house as tall as you want, because then it's just going to blow over.
George, you know what you're advocating for? Those are called apartment buildings, which are multi-floored houses, essentially. So thank you for advocating for my position. Okay. But again, if we switch to a 1 floor policy like you're advocating, then if somebody wants to have a really big house, they're going to be taking up a really big footprint. They're going to be taking up a lot of land. Okay. Why is this a good thing? Why should one person, if they want to have a really big house, they're just like, okay, I'm going to take over enough space for like 18 houses. I'm just going to spread my house all over it. Okay. You're talking about the lots. Like if someone wanted to have as much space as a 3. So having 3 floors saves on space. It lets you put more houses into the same area, and it provides extra safety benefits, such as being able to have a basement, being able to have a roof, which also helps with circulate the air better. Huh?
Apparently the stream is muted.
The stream is... What? Is it actually muted?
I don't know. Everyone's saying it. Including mods. Oh, wait.
Can they hear us
One of the mods said it's okay. Oh, we're good, apparently.
All right, we're good. Could you guys hear any of what I said?
I hope they didn't, because it was all worthless information and you just wasted everyone's time.
Look, what I was saying, that houses have a bunch, it keeps going on and off. What is going on? It's back now. It's fine now. Not really. It's glitching. Okay, look, if you guys heard any of the memes that I said, you will recognize how important having multiple storied houses are. Okay. Because it adds a bunch of benefits. It adds safety benefits. It cuts down on the amount of land. That's why it's so good. Okay. A bunch of awesome
How does it
stuff
cut
there.
down on the amount of land?
Because if I want to have, say, a 10,000 square foot home, I can stack up the different floors instead of spreading that 10 feet out. Okay. Here.
Yeah, but
You know what,
like I
George?
said, we can
I'll
just
give
stack
you
the
a-
houses.
No, you clearly need a visual assistant here. So
Let's
here.
see.
Okay, look. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This, you want everyone to have a one-story home. Okay, this
What is
cookie is one story. So if everyone had a one-story home, they would have to have all of their cookies spread out like this. You see? Okay,
Yeah.
their cookies are spread out. My thing allows you to stack your floors. See? So one, you're now only taking the space of
I mean,
one cookie.
I see that, but
you
like
have
I said-
3 cookies.
No, what
And
I
look,
s-
you want to make your house bigger? Just stack on more cookies.
No, listen, what I said.
Ooh.
No, but you can't stack them that high. It's not possible. You can't just have a 100-story house. But what I was saying is that you can stack the houses. I don't have any stacking objects. Or do I? I don't know. I have this. So look, we have one house, and you can just stack another house on top of it. I mean, it's not.
That's basically multiple floors.
It's
is
not
what you're
multiple
saying.
floors. It's multiple houses efficiently stacked on top of each other. Okay, there's a very big distinction between the two. See this? Yeah, let's get nice up and close. This is a multi-story house. This is 2 houses stacked on top of each other. There's a gap. Okay, so we're gonna somehow
Wait,
enforce a
So
gap.
you're gonna have a big gap, so that's still not gonna be as efficient. It's just
Well,
doing
it may not be as
multi-story.
efficient, but it might be more structurally secure because we can have these really nice, thick steel beams connecting the two together.
No,
Whereas
I
on
think
yours,
that's
it's just a measly piece of wood or whatever's in the floor. We can have strong, secure buildings, not
Look.
cookies.
No, I'm sorry. Look, that is absurd. Okay, this multi-stacking of houses. You're literally just describing a
No,
multi-story
there's a-
house,
there's a
but
big
with
difference.
extra effort.
I don't understand how you can't see the difference. The
I
difference
don't
between
understand how you can't see
2
the
houses on
difference.
top of each other versus a house with multiple floors. They're very different.
How are they different?
I just explained it to you with the
They
boxes.
just
I
are
showed
what
you.
you have a gap in the house.
Yes, you have a gap.
Unnecessary space, unnecessary structural issues that you have to account for because you have the weight of a whole house that has to be supported and separate. Oh, and what happens if the support breaks? You on the bottom house get crushed by
But
the
that
house
can
above
happen
you.
with a regular house
That's
anyway.
ridiculous.
You're acting like the bottom floor of a house isn't supporting the top floor of the house.
Yeah,
like
but
that
it's
anyway.
all one
But
structure together.
but we're gonna make it multiple structures. It's better
No.
for it to be no.
You want to take one house
It's a
and have
modular
the other
house
one
setup.
suspended
Modular
above
setups
it
are better than having them all
by
connected.
different
It means
infrastructure.
you could technically move house
Are you kidding?
location. The houses are all gonna like click together like Lego. Okay,
No.
we can if you wanted to
Click
move
together
house,
like Legos.
we're gonna build a new standard for connecting houses. Okay, bad. So
A new standard.
yes,
the
we're
grid
gonna be able to
standard
move
works
house.
fine.
You're just gonna be able to get a crane that just like pops your house out of the stack, and you can literally move
Okay.
wherever you want.
No,
you want to go.
that-
You want to
okay.
move to
One,
China.
there are
You can
already
move to
houses-
China.
No,
you just ship it
that's
across
not a
the
new
ocean.
standard. There's already
It's a
houses
new
that
standard,
you can
okay?
move. They already have houses that you can move, that you can ship
Yeah,
around.
they're called like caravans. But not everyone
not
wants to live in a
caravans.
caravan. You can have a fully fledged house clicking mechanism, okay, that is going to go in the 4 corners of the
look.
roof of each house, and they're going to be
You
able to
are
literally
trying-
stack
no.
together.
That is absurd, and I would argue you are essentially creating a multi-storied house at
You
that
could
point.
literally move in
Okay.
with your best friends wherever you want, okay? You could just be like, oh, You want to move on top of my?
Just $20.
It
Okay.
will be we'll make it cheap, affordable.
You won't be
could-
able to make it cheap and affordable. Look, listen, the thing that you're missing is my house method enables the stacking of houses to essentially, or the stacking of floors.
You're going to
to an
stack houses that you
infinite
can't
degree.
move. You're going to be
can
stuck there
literally
forever.
Just put new
if you want to move,
floors
you're going to have to get a whole new
Guess
house.
what? Houses
That is so
don't need to be
inefficient.
moved all that much. So
Look,
congratulations.
The reason
You can
people move
literally
house is
keep
because they
houses
want
in
to
the same spot.
experience new locations. Okay, you can just we just can cut out the whole fuss of buying a new house, refurnishing it, getting all your stuff set up. You can just move your house. It's like copying and pasting your
I'm
house.
sorry, you're being ridiculous. This is literally absurd.
You can't just say it's ridiculous. Wouldn't you love to move your house? Look, you could move in with Skeppy tomorrow.
look.
You have no defense.
No, you have
What, you
no
don't want to
defense.
move in with Skeppy tomorrow? He'll be
No,
very sad
you
to
have
hear
no
that.
defense. The
He
no
would be
defense
very
part
sad
that
to
you
hear that.
seem to be missing is that having multiple houses stacked on top of each other adds extra infrastructure costs when we don't need to do that.
Well, of course, there's
Okay.
going to be an initial setup cost, but think about it. You're only going to ever have to buy one house in your entire life, okay? You'd
No,
never
you
have to buy
won't.
again. You can always move your house to wherever you want. Let's say you want to be,
A
the walk to school is too long. Just
additional
move closer.
Cost. Okay, so
Yeah, we're
how's
just
the
gonna
guy on the bottom? You want to build these, basically, you want to build a giant frame, right?
Yes,
and then
yes.
put box houses that slide in and out of them.
Yeah,
So these houses are going to have to be pretty small then.
not necessarily.
They will have to be in order for
Why?
people to, you know what? And then
We can have different tiers of houses.
If
We
people
can have the
want to have a
bronze
bigger
level house, which is just a little
they
small
can
house.
connect the floors together. So you'll have house 1, house 2, and house 3, and they can connect the floors
No, but
together.
why would you
just
connect
making
the
a
floors?
multi-storied house.
Why would you connect the floors together? That's
You are
stupid.
describing a multi-storied house right now.
No, that is ridiculous.
I like how one is using Oreos and the other is literally using boxes.
Yeah,
You
like
are
I actually have.
defending my
Look,
position, George.
I've already invested into this idea. I have the boxes, okay? You have Oreos. Like you didn't come prepared to this debate. You brought Oreos. It's literally food. You're gonna build houses out of Oreos?
Okay, now you're just being ridiculous. Okay,
Are they even Oreos? They're probably off-brand Oreos.
they're not Oreos. They're Thin Mints delicious cookies. And guess what? You're just jealous because I have them and you don't, and that's okay. I'm willing to send you a box, okay? But don't
It'd be so
position.
nice to move
You-
my house
no,
right now.
You are
You would love to
defending
move
my
your
argument.
house. Your argument is ridiculous. You want to have, I mean, yeah, you're literally arguing for what we already have, like houses that have 3 floors. Like, isn't that like a standard in America?
No, a lot of houses only have 1 floor.
So that's how it should be. The infrastructure is already by default 1 floor. We can integrate my idea so that you can just have infinite floors. Well, not floors, infinite houses stacked on top of each other, and it's just going to save so much floor space. The cities are going to be less clustered. It's going to, like, a city can still be like a city, but it can feel like the countryside. Okay, we can have it be nice and open if you want that. Certain
Feel
cities
like
can
the
be.
countryside.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
because
so what? Let me
No, look,
ask this,
cities-
George. How
we
does
can have
the guy
certain
in the
cities-
top house get down to the street? Does he walk out his front door and he has to hang glide down, or does he have to just jump out and
well,
like?
obviously,
land
there's
on
going to
his
be an
feet?
elevator system.
An elevator system.
Before, the subtle differences between
Stop it.
this house with 3 floors that you describe and my system. There's a big difference, okay?
Okay, so what about
Who would wanna live in the ground?
To move it, huh?
No one wants to live in the ground.
Oh, so you lose the. Oh, so when a tornado comes along and literally kills everybody in this structure, because guess
I'm
what?
just-
Instead of falling a
This
little bit,
system
they're going.
supports the possibilities of basements. In fact, you can even have this system supports basements. Like, I just thought people would not want to live in the ground. you know. But I mean, we could technically ground. We could have 100 houses down in the ground, you know. Like this could be the perfect situation.
Why would anyone
We could literally
want to live in the ground?
we could have the entire city live in the surface area of one house, like an entire city living
Oh my
in
goodness.
in a house-sized area.
No, you do not get to look. The whole thing is my stick is with the multi-storied house, and you're trying to take the advantages of it. I call a judgment against this muffin. A6D,
like
you're
we can
a moderator.
you can literally turn
No,
the
A6D,
bottom 50 floors
come in
into
here
bunkers.
and
We can have
explain-
air raid bunkers.
No.
We can have bunkers for every situation.
A6D.
Nuclear warfare.
Hold
We can
on,
have
I'm
shelters
appealing
for
to the
hurricanes,
moderator.
tornadoes, tsunamis, everything.
A6D, isn't this guy essentially just describing a multi-storied house?
If you want, but I'm not a
defending
good
my
moderator when I'm trying to fix problems.
Wow, okay, I see what I'm doing.
He's describing
he's
houses
just being
that are
polite.
stacked on top of each other. They have
Big
no
wide
access to each other through stairs. They are not floors. They are separate houses. There's your judgment.
Exactly.
They use the same infrastructure. He is describing an apartment building. Okay?
I am not.
Which
You are
apartment
you are trying to make
directly
people
against
think
this
that I'm
thing
describing an
because it
apartment
is a
building.
multi-storied abode.
Look,
Okay?
I don't want to have to do my whole demonstration with my boxes again, but I will if I have to. Like,
No!
look,
It is an apartment
This-
building.
this
You
is an
are
apartment
describing.
building. This
I
is
don't-
my idea. Okay,
I don't-
we have gaps, and you can just stack. Okay, you can even stack infinitely downwards. Okay, it's an infinitely expandable
Oh my
system.
gosh. That is going to be outrageously expensive. This is absurd. You are not even taking
Oh,
this
you
seriously
think it's gonna
at
be
all.
no? You think that's gonna be expensive? You're forcing everyone to have at least 3 floors. Okay.
Yes.
So
They
you
can
already
make their houses as thin as they want.
you already said that loads of houses in America are 1 floor. You're gonna have to upgrade all those houses to be at least 3 floors. That's gonna be expensive as well. Either way, it's expensive. Okay.
The policy will kick in. Basically, we won't be able to build any new houses that have only 1 floor. Okay, or only 1 floor.
Oh, so
They'll have
existing
to-
houses. Can
Yeah,
stay.
existing houses will be
that makes it so
grandfathered in
convenient, doesn't it?
until they get demolished. The point is, okay. The point is,
Can't just change the rules.
no.
Like
the
half an
point
hour
is-
into the debate just to make
Listen,
it suit you.
Listen, the point is,
No, the point is that is an invalid point.
the point is, what
Look,
you
don't
have
make me call in the
described-
judge again to just
No,
to
what
decide
you have
whether that was.
described is a multi-storied house or apartment building, okay, which invalidates your argument. You're supposed to defend the advantages of a single-story thing. I could literally defend what you are defending, and I would be defending my position. So you're defending my position with these arguments, just for the record, okay? Now, even with what you're defending, there are still many problems to it. Okay, you haven't addressed the tornado issue, the flood issue, or even the regulatory and safety issues
I
that
have.
would come
I already
from having
said
a
that we
bunch
can
of
have
different
these-
houses stacked on top of each other.
No, we
Plus,
can have these
the
houses
cost
in the
of
ground.
moving a house, which in this system would be comparable to the cost of moving the shipping houses that they ship, starting like $10,000 to $20,000 to ship those across the country. Okay, so anytime someone wants to move their house, they have to ship it $10,000 to $20,000 to ship it, which doesn't even take into effect the cost and the issue of building these pod houses that will slide in. You're limited by a size because remember, the bigger the volume of something gets, it gets exponentially bigger in the weight and the size of it, meaning your infrastructure cost goes up. If you want a house that's
exponential.
twice as large, okay, as a regular house, and congratulations, you now need like 4 times the amount of support for it. Okay. You're describing an apartment building, but worse. Okay. That's what you're describing,
No,
Muffin.
it's not worse. It is actually more secure. We can make this frame.
No,
right?
it's not.
The frame is so secure. It is made out of industrial strength steel. Okay. These frames that the houses can
What do you
just slot
think
into.
buildings are made out of, you
No,
muffin?
buildings are made out of like
They're made
stray
out
and
of
horse,
steel.
like right? They're made out of hay and straw. Okay, these houses are going to be a lot. They're going to be a lot more secure. I don't understand how you can't see that.
Oh my goodness. You are literally not taking this seriously.
This
Little
is
muffin.
This is 100% serious. Okay.
You know what? No cookies for you.
Hey, look,
I'm
wait,
giving the
wait,
rest
stop
of these cookies to the stream.
No,
You
listen.
can't
Stop
have any.
talking.
Okay,
Stop
here you guys
talking
go.
so that I go full screen. Okay, let me go full screen.
Wow.
I'm gonna go full screen.
Dude, the delay on me is amazing.
Wait. Wait. Where are my boxes? Here. Okay. Wait. I don't know how to do this. Left arm. Okay. Oh no. Wait. The delay isn't making this much easier. Okay, look. You see these boxes? Wait. Where is my hand? I don't know how to do. I don't know how to do this. Okay.
Oh my god.
Where's your hand, George?
I don't know. But you see those boxes? Okay, the point is, the
I know.
boxes stacked in the background. Those are basically houses, okay? We're going to build a frame that those boxes... just
I
like,
noticed how
they just-
uneven your boxes are. The top one looks like it's about to fall off.
Okay, the top one is a... But that won't happen with my system because they will lock in perfectly, okay? With this new system that we've got. They're going to lock in, like... going to be secure, right? And they're going to have locks,
Oh my
and
goodness.
they're going to lock in, and they're going to be secure. All these natural events, they're not going to be able to affect it.
And everybody inside dies.
No. Think about this, okay? They're
Or
going to
somebody
be,
at
they're
the
going to have
top has
such a
water
strong
leakage
foundation
problems
because
and it
because
spills
we're
on everybody else below them. You
because
get
we
all
are
of the
expanding down
no.
into the ground.
these existing in the modern world, George, because you get all the disadvantages of an apartment building with none of the advantages of an apartment building. Okay? That is essentially what you are describing. Okay? You're describing a more complicated, worse apartment building scheme, which invalidates the whole point. Okay? The whole point is defending the one floor position. This is not it. Okay? I'm sorry, but by that metric, no. Just no. I will give you one cookie, George, out of pity. Here you go.
One pity cookie.
One pity cookie. It's a delicious cookie. You're welcome.
I don't need your pity cookie, okay? But I just don't understand how you don't understand my yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we build what works. And what works is the current housing
Look,
structure.
you think
of how
this
it
works because we haven't
the
tried
advantages-
anything new. Look, we're not
the
going to innovate
advantages
without
of it-
testing it out. I will admit this
Listen.
is quite a big change that
No.
we're going to have to put society through.
The
But once it's in,
advantages of the current
once it is
three
in, we
floor-
will see the effects and the benefits.
Oh my goodness. Okay, everybody, we are going to go into closing arguments now. Oh my goodness. All right, you ready, George? Closing
Yes.
arguments. Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Okay, I will go first and then I get a closing statement. Here we go. Okay, guys. I've already explained the benefits of a 3-story house. And George has not refuted any of those benefits. Instead, he's tried to take those benefits and say that they apply also to his convoluted house stacking structure, thereby not actually making any negative arguments towards the point that I'm making. Now, in regards to what George has tried to defend, it is not a 1-story house, regardless of what he wants to call it as stacked houses, okay? It is, we already have a word for it, it's an apartment building, okay? An apartment building where every floor is its own apartment, but it doesn't have any of the advantages of an apartment building. All of the infrastructure isn't shared between the different complexes, it's divided up between each box. You know what the problem that causes is? The problem that causes is additional cost and additional burden. Okay? If all of the water heating and cooling and electric is separate for each little pod, then every time you uninstall or put a pod back in, it's additional cost, additional management problems, and additional hassle. Plus, who wants to live in something where you have the weight of entire houses above you that aren't connected structurally in the same infrastructure? That just sounds dangerous. It sounds convoluted. And I can think of a billion good reasons why we don't see those systems existing today. They don't exist because people recognize how unsafe and bad something like that would be, which is why nobody does it. If it was a good idea, somebody would have done it already. Okay? But nobody has because it's an awful idea. Now, getting to the one-story houses are bad. 3-story houses or more are good. You get the advantages of sense. You get the advantages of attics. You get the advantage of upstairs, which helps with a bunch of things, all the things that I mentioned. And George didn't touch on any negatives at all. Therefore, I say that you guys should vote for me and that my position is the way to go. We need to move towards 3-story houses or more and move away from 1-story houses, which my opponent George is advocating.
Okay.
And here's your cookie.
Okay, thank you for the cookie. So, so yeah, you were saying how I didn't touch on any negatives. One, I don't think you even did negatives for mine, apart from that, it would be expensive. Yours would also be expensive because you're gonna have to enforce that every existing house is at least 3 floors. There are so many houses that are 1 or 2 floors, like so many that you would literally have to rebuild probably over half the houses in America, at least in America. I don't even know what it's like in America, but a lot of houses in England at least are not 3 floors. We don't even have basements really. I mean, hardly anyone has basements. I don't know anyone with a basement. But also another negative of your pathetic idea is that the house prices are going to be ridiculous. How is anyone that does not own a house going to get a house when they're going to have to be forced to get a bigger house than they would have normally got? Because you're saying, oh, they have to have a 3-story or more house. What if someone just wants a 1 or 2-story house? It's going to cost I don't know, even, is it 3 times? It's probably more. Like the price of a 1-story house versus a 3-story house, the exact house, is probably more than 3 times for the 3-story house. So people that are, they're just starting out after they first got a job and they need to move somewhere, they need to move in, they're not going to be able to. With my setup, they can just buy one of these little one-story houses wherever they need to go, close to work, close to school, wherever they need to, and it's going to be perfect. Perfect situation. It's going to be cheaper for everyone, and yeah, pretty much. Just want to take away housing from people. You want to make it less accessible, and that's just not very fair. Like, we get it. You've already got a house. Cool. Not everyone has a house, bad. Get it. You're in the situation where you have a house. Not everyone has one, though.
You know what, George? Okay, so my closing statement in response to that is this. You're right. I would also implement a housing subsidy to allow people who couldn't afford a really large house to be able to afford the 3-story house. People with lower incomes would be able to get one, and that would solve that problem. And since the government is implementing this rule, they would also pay for the upgrades to add the additional floors to any existing single-story houses. There you go. That should address your concerns. Anyway,
okay.
All right, everybody, here we go. Thank you, George, for participating in the debate. Let's go ahead. I'm going to post the poll in response to my latest tweet that I tweeted announcing the debate show today. So everybody go there. I'm about to reply to that with the poll. Go ahead and vote in the poll. Let's do who won the debate.
Oh, I was muted.
George or Bad Boy? George or Bad Boy Halo? And then let's set the poll choices. George, Bad Boy Halo. And then we'll put tie. And then we'll put didn't tune in. There we go. And let's set the time for 5 minutes. Everybody head to Twitter at Saints of Games. Go ahead and vote. I am posting it now. It is posted. Go vote, everybody. Remember, don't vote for who you like the most. Vote for who you thought defended their argument the most. So if you happen to like me or George more than the other person, remember, vote and vote for the person who you thought did the best job defending their argument, not just who you like. Again. Anyway, Thank you everybody for tuning in. By the way, this was actually a really fun debate, George.
George, do you want to add something?
I have a cat.
That was neat. Well, we're
My
not
cat has-
leaving
oh,
yet.
no.
We're letting them vote. We're still here. What happened with your cat?
My cat's here.
Your cat's here.
Yeah.
Aw, kitty cat.
Oh, he's jumping. Oh, he's eating my cables
my
now.
rat. My rat's upstairs. Good grabber. Kitty cat.
We have time for a song if you want.
Wait, did you tweet the poll out?
Yeah, I tweeted
He's
it.
eating my cable. Stop that.
What's your cat's name?
Bad boy Halo.
Okay, no song.
Really?
No, I'm just joking. Obviously not.
Aw. That was mean.
Oh, he's sleeping on my lap now. Okay, let me see if I can point this down. Oh no, that didn't work. Oh well. So where's this poll on your Twitter? Let me find it.
He's gonna vote for himself.
Saints again.
I'm gonna vote for myself right now.
That's fine. If you want to vote for yourself, you can.
No, I am losing. Acceptable. Guys,
Are you actually losing? I
Votes to
didn't
me.
check.
change vote to me.
Anyway, so George, do you realize that your housing thing now? Like, what was the whole logic behind the pod house argument? Like, where were you going with that?
Well, it's just generally a better idea, don't you think?
No, I genuinely don't think that's a better idea.
Well, I don't know why you think that, because a better idea.
All I'm saying is that is not how I would have defended the single story house argument. I would have done it a different way, but hey, that's the point of the show, is you get unique, interesting ways for how people defend the arguments and whatnot. So anyway, it was definitely an interesting debate.
You realize we've done like the whole show almost like we didn't even put one song, and that's the first time we do this.
Yay!
Can we be proud? I don't know, but
That's a proud accomplishment.
Didn't need a song because Bad was getting destroyed too much.
Wow. Okay. I see how it is.
I
that's
don't know how to point my camera down.
you move it.
Hmm.
Okay, cat cam.
Interesting how
now he
Dream
lives.
tweeted out George won, defending you. Dream, you total muffin. You are trying to rig the votes in his favor.
I mean, right now he's doing it.
He said he was going to do that at the beginning of the show, regardless of how bad or good George did.
Let's
wow.
see.
Okay.
What did he tweet?
The poll is at 34% for George.
Is so frustrating. This is a very sophisticated show, and you are spoiling it with this cheating behavior.
There's no cheating going on.
That is the definition of cheating. Let me just go get Elon Musk to retweet mine, and then you can be like, oh, bad, that's so unfair.
Oh my
Wow.
god, my cat's eating my headphone cable. If you stop hearing me, that's why.
Okay.
Good. I hope your
Dope.
cat eats your headphone cable. You don't deserve it.
You don't
Well,
deserve
guys,
your headphones.
So, Dream keeps cheating and tweeting about this. He's sitting here. I'm gonna move him out because apparently he enjoys
Buddy
cheating
joined
and
your
trying
channel.
to rig the game. Thanks for that, Dream.
George won. Vote George. Vote George.
Wow.
Well,
Yes.
I'm not gonna say that the poll is over, but it is. It's over,
Yeah, the poll is done.
and the winner is
Unfortunately,
George.
Won
Yes.
through absolutely no rigging. Remember,
There's no
guys,
rigging at all.
don't vote for the person who you like most. Vote for who you thought did the better job defending.
Vote for whoever Dream said to
You know
to
what?
vote for.
From now on, George, whenever I'm in a debate with you, I'm just going to tweet out, vote for me, George sucks. Okay?
I didn't do that. I didn't tell Dream to do anything.
Oh, yeah, whatever. You didn't tell him to do it. Okay, I'm going to clue everybody into something so you can know about these shenanigans. Last time George and I debated,
No.
went and messaged somebody to message their massive Discord and tell them all to vote for him.
It was
Think
not even.
about this understanding.
There was probably like 10 people max that voted. Probably
And
5.
you message them. No, that's not the point of how many people actually voted for you. The point is you engaged in underhanded behavior to intentionally try and win. Okay? That, regardless, is very unprofessional.
Look, okay. I just wanted. Look, everyone was just. What?
No cookie for you.
No, you already gave me the cookie. Hey, look, this person says that they'd vote for me anyway.
Look, I'm not saying you don't deserve the votes. I'm saying trying to rig it in your favor
Oh, I won.
is unprofessional and unfair. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I won. So
It looks like Bad Boy
I guess,
Halo takes another
as long
L.
as you win, cheating is okay. That's the lesson of the day from George. Thank you, George.
The lesson of the day is Boat Boy Halo took an L.
So let me ask you this, George. Does it feel good? You know what, George?
To win.
Maybe you should go find your conscience. Okay, under those piles of
God.
boxes behind you.
Before I tweeted anything, I think Bad was winning by like 1 point, or George
Yeah.
before it was tied.
It was tied before you
Let's
tweeted.
be real. I would have won anyway. Dream
No,
just
I was
expedited
winning
the
by
process.
5%, and then flipping. Here comes Dream,
Oh,
and all of a
5
sudden,
measly
5%. It wasn't 5%.
it was 5% because I knew you.
It
were
wasn't.
trying
It was
something like that.
definitely not 5%.
I saw before
I
I
was keeping track
I
of it.
refreshed and it was tied, and I was like, so I tweeted.
Anyway, guys,
How does it feel to lose, Bad?
Dan George.
congratulations, George. Look, I'm saying you did a bad job. I'm just saying I wish you had earned this victory. I know that this victory does
You
not
can see my
feel.
car in the back.
I know this victory does not feel as sweet as it would have otherwise, George, had you earned it in a justifiable means. But
Yeah.
congratulations, regardless.
Well, thank you very much. I'm just
And tell
glad
us
that
if you liked.
can-
Also, sorry, I cut you off. Go.
okay.
I will tell after. No. I'm leaving.
I can't even remember what I was going to say. You ruined it. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Just for the record, George, you're not allowed to get mad at me next time when I ask Skeppy to tweet out "vote for Bad Boy." You can't get
Oh
mad.
my god.
All right.
Well, then I'll post a video and it'll just say the title is just "Vote for George" and there's just all in the description.
Okay, bring it, you little muffin. I could trounce you still. So
So yeah, tell us on the Twitch chat and Twitter, Facebook, even if no one uses Facebook, if you like the video part, even if it was a bit broken, but it's the first time we actually tried out live. So tell us, and also you can find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Deezer, Spotify, pretty much everywhere now. Just type The Weirdest Talk Show and you will find it with every single episode and this one too. You can go back to what you were saying.
oh yeah. So guys, thank you for tuning in. Just for anyone who thinks I'm salty, I'm not actually salty. The poll is just for fun. The debate's just for fun. Who wins or not really? It's not like I'm like, oh darn you, George. Like it's fun. It's literally like the whole debate is we're arguing positions we don't actually hold. So
The point is,
it's
Stan
just
George.
a fun
George
show.
won.
Stan George. George is awesome. I'm not actually salty, but George did a great job debating. This was definitely, I'd say, probably the best debate he did. He did really good. He's a good little muffin. But anyway, what else was I gonna say? Anyway. But remember, guys, it's all in fun. That's the whole point of the show is to just have fun and have a good time. So literally, don't worry about it. It's so if I say George cheated, it's just as a meme because remember, it's all a meme. I was fairly confident he was gonna do the three-way because he said he was, so I wasn't actually being like, oh,
It's just salt emojis.
yeah, that's fine. Salt Boy Halo. But congratulations. It was a fun debate though. But anyway, thank you everybody for coming. George, do you have anything to advertise?
Yes. I'm just George Not Found on everything. So YouTube, Twitter, technically Instagram, but I don't have anything on Instagram. You can still follow me though. George Not Found. That's it. Wait, no. What else can I advertise?
Check him out on Twitter, guys,
Samsung.
and YouTube. George Not Found.
Hip ties, water bottles, advertise everything.
Yep. Check out my Twitter at Saints of Games, YouTube, Bad Boy Halo. I think that's pretty much it. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming to the debate. We will be back here Thursday. So I hope to see all you muffins there. Thank you for coming. You guys are awesome. Love y'all. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks for listening. Right now, Cindy coming up.
You are listening to
Only hits.
I'm Sam Smith.
Hey, this is Kane Brown.
This is Adam from Maroon 5.
Check